I'm going to go long the S&P 500 here this morning as the market opens up. Bear with me for the first few minutes of the stream. I'm going to be picking up a position, and I'm going to talk about why as we get started here. So price, I want to see stop loss around 38.20. 38.20. Nope, we're going to go just below there. So we're going to go 38.15. 38.15 is where I'm going to go ahead and put a stop loss on this trade. Look at this as we get the open. Watching the open, we might actually be able to catch this zone as well, which might actually give me a little bit more room to be a little wider on this. So I'm long. Thought process here is below the lows on the SPX 500. If I look at the daily chart even, we had a big run up, and my thought process is this. We're going into the week of Christmas, or this is the week before Christmas. And oftentimes in the market, there's something called the Santa Claus rally. And if you're not familiar with the Santa Claus rally, it is not a surefire bet that the markets are going to go up this week, but it is basically the idea that during the week of Christmas or the week leading up to Christmas, we oftentimes see a positive rise the days leading up to it, right? And so, as you see price going into Christmas here, kind of pulling back, I'm going to go ahead and take a little long position. It is not a ginormous risk or anything. It's a very small risk with markets being very quiet. But yeah, I am basically picking up long position on the S&P 500 around the 50% retracement level here. I'm happy to take this small risk. And like I said, the idea being, if price is able to hold this zone after this pullback, yeah, it's a pretty quick sell-off. But if we're going to hold that concept of the Santa Claus rally at all, even, this could be a nice opportunity just to get long and to hold on to the S&P 500. So something I'm looking to do. We'll see if it can work out. Wow, guys, this signal is just going absolutely crazy. 2023 looks like it's going to be a nice start to the year here with this S&P 500 trade alongside my gold trade that I've got on right now. It's a really strong start. And what you can see is that price from my initial entry is now up pretty tremendously. In fact, let's look at the risk to reward approximately on this trade. It's about a 7-to-1 risk to reward, which is quite good on this move so far. And if this thing keeps going, I'm not going to stop it. And I want to be upfront. We do have some serious news coming out in about 50 minutes at the time of recording this. We have CPI numbers coming out here in the United States. So oftentimes traders will ask me, Nick, why don't you close trades before news? And the truth is, the real reason is because I'm a swing trader, and swing traders oftentimes hold trades for days or potentially even weeks, like in this case, where I've been able to hold on to a single trade, do very little effort on my end, but trail stops and let this winner run. So my goal here with the S&P 500 trade is not to, just take profits just because I see some green, right? Because if I was doing that, I would have taken profits back here and left this beautiful trade before the real moves got going. So I like to trail stops, which means I react to what the market is doing. And so my goal should now be to actually trail this stop up into further profit prior to the news, to at least lock in gains in case things reverse, because we don't know what the news is going to bring us. But let's go ahead and talk about trailing stops on up into this area. And now I'm going to show you the actual profit and loss of my trading account where I've got this SPY trade. I'm floating $3,920. What a trade to start the year, man. This is a big one for me. And a really great runner so far. So my thought process is this: we need to lock in stops on this trade. We've got stop loss down here. Let's go ahead and trail that one into profit here. I'm going to lock in at 39.28 if you're looking at the SPX 500, and SPY it's 392.80. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go update that to members, share this signal with the group so that people can see where we're at with this. But again, we are just going to be trailing stops here and locking in some more on the move. So one more thing, remember, if you want access to all of my trade alerts, if you want to see the trades that I'm taking, why I'm taking them, trailing stops, updates, analysis, and educational value with the trades, join us inside of our VIP Discord channel. We are doing currently a sale on our memberships. If you want access to that, all the information will be down below in the description. Click the link, use that promo code, and you'll be able to get into the VIP Discord, see my trades, see my breakdowns as I take them. I don't win every trade. I don't want to come across so that I do, but you know, generally speaking, we're able to catch some pretty good moves just by using the strategy that I've used for a number of years, and I share that transparently within the group. Check it out down below. Hope to meet some of you in the Discord there. So with that said, what we're going to do now is the next clip you're going to see is my reaction to CPI numbers as I either potentially get stopped out for a trailing profit, or if the market continues, we'll be back to trail stops further and continue this story, right? The market moves in our favor, break structure, we trail stops, we move on and on and on, and just repeat the story over and over again. That is how profitable trading tends to look. It tends to become very repetitive, boring sometimes, and a lot of, you know, frustration in between. So with that said, I'll pause the video and we'll come back after you see the CPI reaction that I have on my live stream. Check it out. Stop loss is here for gold. We'll see if we get nailed on that or if we can continue to hold this one. And here we go, guys. We got about 5 seconds before the spike, before the release. Let's see what the market has in store for us here. And look at this, spiking to the downside for starters. And there it goes, the S&P 500 down. And look at that, I might be out of the trade. Let's see, am I still in it? I'm still in it. Price very, very volatile on the initial release. Definitely just got stopped out of the the gold move there for a profit. So congrats to members who are long with me on gold. We just got stopped out for a nice profit. Picked that one up last week and continued to hold it. The S&P 500, anybody have the numbers? Comment the numbers in the chat if you have them. We'll take a look at them together in just a moment. Still up 3,400 bucks on the S&P 500 trade. Did not get triggered out for my profit. Still trailing stops on that one. And we will see if that one wants to keep us in the trade. All right, guys, so I had a bit of confusion on the actual CPI numbers. I didn't realize that this order wasn't extended for overnight hours, which is a mistake on my part. So I am actually just going to go ahead and sell out of my position. So what I'm going to do here is I am setting a limit to sell my SPY, and let me actually do this, cancel this one, and then sell SPY extended hours, and I can do that, and we should be out of the trade. So there we go. We closed on this trade over $4,000 of profit. This is an incredibly good move here for me on the SPX 500. Let me pull that up so you can see it. And again, I'm all out of this trade. Now I should have been out, to be fair, I should have been out on this trailing stop that I had set up previously. I just had an error on my end. Of course, this case, an error works out and you learn something from mistakes like this. Of course, had I, though, the reason I'm not excited about this accidental making more money is because had this gone the other way, right, I would have actually left a lot of profit on the table, or potentially even taken a bigger loss had the market returned to the downside even stronger. So in my take here on this mistake, it was a mistake that I hopefully will learn, or I definitely will learn from, to make sure that I actually use the right order types. I'm still getting used to trading so actively on Webull, where I actually place my indices trades. But, you know, you learned something, and regardless, this was a phenomenal trade. All the analysis played out as expected. And like I said, I should have been stopped out for my trailing stop, being completely transparent. And, you know, regardless, we made some good money on this trade, up $4,000, about $4,100 on this one trade, which is absolutely fantastic. And we will definitely take that. I hope that you learned something out of this trading video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new, and we will see you back next time. Thanks for watching, guys. It looks like you made it to the end of one of my videos. Thank you so much for supporting my content. It really means the world to me. And down below in the description, I put together some of my best resources for aspiring traders who are looking to improve. I've got some free downloads that could help you, some broker recommendations, and if you'd like to join our Discord or get access to some of our trading software, all of that will be linked down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.